It's YouTube is so fickle when it comes to when it goes live. Like, it could be 30 seconds, it could be 45. It depends on how YouTube feels that day. Anywho, ow, I'm injuring myself on WriterSanctuary. Oh, that hurt. Jerked my neck. I was trying to be all suave. Getting old. I'm Michael with WriterSanctuary, and it's Monday night. We're going to be chatting a little bit about what's coming up. What's coming up for April, and April has some really cool, fun stuff that I can't really wait to jump into. So, Dad says, Michael, I have the most wonderful news. Awesome. Buzz up, my fickle bishes. Well, it's YouTube that's fickle. You guys aren't. It's weird because I try to time it just right, and uh, maybe. Oh, wow. Maybe let's disable the audio. Oh, look, I'm live. Anywho, I don't even know where I was going with that. It'll come to me. I submitted one of my writing pieces to my favorite magazine. They are publishing it. This will be my first professional publication. Awesome. Oh, look, we're live. Yeah. Damn lag, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I was saying about YouTube being fickle. Sometimes it'll be 30 seconds, sometimes it's like 45. And like with Twitch is like within a second. It's like wicked fast. I don't know why YouTube has such a massive delay. But it is what it is, I guess. That is wonderful news. That is pretty cool. I don't think I'm in a magazine. I haven't really tried to be in a magazine though. I have too much on my plate. Yeah, anywho, we're gonna give this a few minutes and we're gonna be sharing some awesomeness that's coming up in April. Maybe being in this master's program has helped. Yeah, probably. I am a strong proponent for any kind of education. So even if it's spending hours like I did Googling stuff, the more you learn, the better you become at your craft. So I'm all for getting all kinds of education. Always in a state of learning, I am. The magazine is Bella Grace. I'm not sure what that is. First of many. Yeah, I think so. You're on a roll, Diana. Keep it going. Awesome. Sorry, I'm a bit tired today. I'm going to try to be more enthusiastic, but I spent the first half of this morning um, working on what we're going to be talking about tonight. And so a few things got postponed. So, what a great start to my writing career. Yeah, it is. That's awesome. Keep it going. Now you're rolling. Little phlegmy. Yay. Allergies. Jesus. Yeah, I need to go to bed. For the curious, Bella Grace magazine. There you go. Chris has got the link for people who are curious about the site that Diana got published on. Someone who is behind their fitness short, right? There will be one tonight. I'm going to get back into it. During the Easter weekend, things just kind of got out of hand. So by the time I remembered to do a short, it was already like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I've already taken my teeth out. I'm not going to do a short without my teeth in. So, and I'm not going to put them back in for a short. Tell me you're old without telling me you're old. Of course, that's a family trait, though. I think even my brother lost his teeth when he was like 21. I had perfect, beautiful, white, straight teeth until I hit 21. And then they just start falling out. And um, apparently it's genetic. Every male in my family lost their teeth in their early 20s. But we have bones that are almost indestructible. Dad jokes around with a nurse when they try to take the bone marrow from him that one time. They couldn't get the needle in his bones. They were like stupid thick. And he joked saying that it was his adamantium skeleton structure. Well, the nurse didn't get the joke. I thought it was funny. But yeah, so oh, I knew you got new teeth a few years back, but I never knew they were removable. Yeah, I'm too poor to get implants. I just got regular dentures, a top and a partial bottom. Um, I would love to have implants. Like every time I put these in, I gag. I have like a stupid active gag reflex. Sam laughs at me every time, every morning, because I can't talk to anybody for a good 10 minutes without like, so it's rough. It's been like that for about 3 years now. The dentist said that I would get used to them, but no, I didn't. Yesterday, oh, this morning, that it was so bad that I thought I was going to yak. It was like my stomach was so tight from gagging. Like, yep, I could never be gay. So I respect any reference to adamantium, bub. Right? I thought it was hilarious. The nurse was like dumbfounded though. The amount of damage my dad and I have sustained, we haven't broke. Well, I had a horse, 1,800-pound horse, break my pinky toe. And then I broke my own hand against a cement floor, punching it. But aside from that, I've been in multiple car accidents and oh, I've done some stupid stuff when I was younger. And I haven't broken anything since. So, gag reflex, now you know how I feel. I'm looking forward to what you have planned for April. I need you to finish my novel by Hearts in the Way early May. So I'll have lots of writing to do. Awesome. Oh, yeah. So let's dive into it, shall we? First off, Laura E. Thompson is going to be joining us again next Monday, talking about her newest book that comes out April 6th. That's this weekend. This is part of her Freak or Unique series. It's written for a younger audience um, to feel more comfortable about their disabilities. And the first one was about epilepsy, and I think this one is more about body positivity on Friday or Saturday. But she'll be on next Monday to talk about her newest book and what she has planned with all those. So I'm looking forward to that kind of interview. All this talk about gag reflexes has all kinds of bad jokes floating in my brain. um, so yeah, we'll be having Laura on next Monday, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I had a lot of fun when she was on here last time. I probably got a little bit better. I think she was my first interview for the year, and I think I've gotten better ever since. So, but I'm excited for that one. And I've got several authors signing up for interviews thanks to Laura. She went on to, I think she said she went to Facebook in a Facebook group and she asked me, would it be okay if I promote the author interviews? I'm like, go ahead. Absolutely. Enjoy. So she went in, and no sooner than I told her go ahead, I had like three authors sign up like right off the bat. So I've been getting everybody squared away. Plus, I've got Megan Grant is interested in coming back on the show. She wants to talk about, I would like to talk about her current projects. It's more of how she evolved from being a freelance writer into what she's doing now, which is a bit different. I don't know if you've been following her on YouTube or on Twitter, but for a while there, she was doing some coding, and now her and Ado are working on a book. And I would love to have her on and talk about the different things she's been doing. So it's more about evolution. So, like where you start off as one thing is nowhere near where you're going to wind up at the end. So that'll be a lot of fun. And so I've got authors lined up all the way through June. So At this rate, I might just wind up doing them every week, especially if we decided to start promoting them more often on YouTube and, no, not YouTube, but Facebook, Facebook groups and stuff. I try to do as much as I can, but with how busy my day is, I don't really have a lot to set aside and work on stuff. So, I'll throw something at my door, tell everybody to shut up. My fault. I didn't turn on the light. But yeah, so it really depends on how many more authors we keep getting. So I've got one confirmed for the 20th of May. But if somebody drops out, then I'll move her up. So this means I am officially a published author now. I'm getting paid and everything. Awesome. Cool. Yeah, that's all that matters. You're a published author. But anyway, so all these interviews is that's what I spent the better part of this morning setting up. So I wrote the blog post for Laura, got her images, got the thumbnail, and then I spent time conversing with the other authors, trying to get them all lined up. I've got images from one. It was a busy morning, to say the least, and I didn't get hardly anything done. Well, outside of setting all those up. So, but hopefully they pan out for everybody. I really like doing these interviews. Laura's the first one that we've had on twice, and then Megan will be on twice. Her last interview was like a long time ago when Chris was part of the show. In fact, I think that's what drove Chris off the show. So, because he didn't come back after that, he didn't go to the having Megan on. But she's an awesome girl. I love Megan and Ado. So I'm hoping that'll be a lot of fun. And I think last time we talked about her being a freelancer, but we've evolved a lot since then. So, yeah. So I'm gonna be meeting some new authors this month, and gonna be fun, I think. Oh, and I might have another one too. So I'm gonna have authors all the way through July. Wow, that's what I'm saying. I'm wondering if I should start doing these weekly. Like if this keeps up, I might as well. That's right. That was the show. My anxiety dialed to 11, and I missed it. Yep. That was the last. The show before that was the last one you did. You were like, "Nope, bitches, I'm out." It's all good. We all have our weaknesses, man. No worries. Kind of a bummer. Everybody loved us together, but it's all right. I get you. I just give you crap. I do understand dealing with that kind of stuff. So I only give you crap. You know that. You know I love you more than my luggage. So yeah. Next up, we got writing sprints. I'll be doing starting writing sprints tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. Mountain Time. I think I wrote it down. 8:30 a.m. Eastern and 11:30 p.m. or a.m. Pacific. I think. I don't know if I wrote it down. Might have been in the community tab, but so yeah, tomorrow morning I'll be starting the writing sprints, and I got a cool video that I set up. Wish I got some better pictures than what I got, but until I can get some neat rainy pictures myself. So what I decided to do is that instead of having an empty, quiet background of just me being on video typing, I decided that I'm going to show you my progress. So I also have on the windows going to have a part of my the word tracker that's in Readsy and the goals and all that. So you'll be able to see my progress as I type. Then I've got me above it or below it. I got me below it in the little square image. And then I got the title of my book that I'm working on above that. And then in the background is a series of pictures that they move, but ever so slowly because they're in 5-minute increments. And so you won't notice it if you're just looking at it. But I added some background sound effects because I like having ambient sound, just not music. And so I created a nice one for tomorrow that I think will be fun. It only took me a little over, I think it was a little over an hour to put that up in Premiere, but I spent another half hour looking for images and sound effects. No, just images. So about an hour and a half worth of work to make that little 25-minute video. We'll be doing them in 25-minute increments with a 5-minute break in between, which is awfully short compared to what I normally write. But today I didn't get to write anything. Work on everything else. So this will be fun. I think it'll be fun. It'll be different, and yeah. I would need to start shutting my email off at like 6. Just close it. Like, I don't want to do that. The problem is, see, I've got messages from the other authors. I don't want to shut it down. Anyway, so I don't know how many of you will be joining us tomorrow for the writing sprints, but I'm looking forward to it. Like I said before, it's not taking any time away from what I normally do. I'm going to write at 10:30 no matter what anyway. The only difference is I'm hitting the go live button. So if you want to join, that's awesome. If not, I'm still going to write my book. So, and then after that, I have to make Wednesday's video for YouTube. But it looks like my writing tips are helping people. I did a I did my writing rituals on last Friday, and somebody thanked me for my list, so that was kind of cool. Van says, if it's tomorrow night, I can't make it. No, tomorrow night is the Crossing Colorado podcast. The writing sprints are at 10:30 a.m. Mountain Time. So, and if you can't make it, then you can always just do the replay. So, I plan on doing a 2-hour stretch of these because that's my block of time for writing my book is 2 hours long. And so I will be doing a 2-hour stretch, 25 minutes, 5 minutes off. And so you can stay as long as you want, but I am going to write the entire 2 hours. So then we'll take a few breaks here and there and get it going. In fact, I would show you what it looks like, but I would have to open up. Well, see, it is open, and I don't know why it's not showing it. Okay, so, all right, let's see if I can get this to work here. There's that one. And so if I did, oh, and I gotta fix the, oh, it is showing it. All right, cool. So this is what it'll look like, but there'll be a video playing in the background. And so as I type, I'll just mute my mic. And cool thing about Reads is that it updates in real time, so you'll be able to see the word count and hit my goals. So anyway, yeah, I think it's gonna be fun. Where'd my I had to find everything. So, but I spent quite a bit of time hammering out the sound effects, which are some of the sound effects I use in Despair, and so that was I already had quite a few of the things I wanted to use, and I think I'm gonna make a series of them, like different themes for different days. I think so. How many words do you think you can write in 2 hours? Well, the other day in 90 minutes, I wrote 1,600. So anywhere between 1,200 and 2,200 words is my average, depending on what's happening in the scene. If I have to slow down and think about the scene a little bit as I'm writing it, or if there's a lot of dialogue, I tend to, the fast parts of a book are usually much easier for me, I guess, especially when it comes to dialogue. Um, so it really depends. I can, in a 2 hour block of time, I think my most I've ever written in 2 hours is 2,600 words. And that's when I was writing Kingmaker. Because when you get that perfect scene in your head and it's going, I mean, you just type. That's the whole point of writing sprint, is to get it out of your head without editing. So you don't want to go back and change shit yet. The whole point is to write. And so we want to write the book and then go back and edit it once the first draft is complete. So, but yeah, I can usually crank out a story pretty quick. So anyway, I was talking about my helpful writing tips, I guess. So I'll probably make a few more of those. Like today's video is about thinking cinematically and how it helps me write. Friday was my writing rituals, which I usually try to stick to as long as chaos doesn't reign. Today was a bit different though. Today I did have to deal with all the interview stuff for a good 2 or 3 hours, and so that kind of just threw things out the window. But on a typical day, I tried to stick to that routine that I have on Friday's video. So I'm doing a few more of those, and I plan on doing some more blogging stuff with the Green Geeks site soon, which is Tube Arcanum. I would like to go back to doing live webinars on Fridays for that. But at the moment, I don't know if I have the time. So I might just do a few normal videos for that website for setting up the blog. Yeah, really like the ability to show you in real time just how fast something can change and the different things you can do with a blog. I don't know. We'll have to see how things go. If I do go back to doing that, it'll be at 5. That way it's not taking any more of my day. Oh, you know what? Or I can start doing those when I normally do videos, which will be earlier in the day. I don't know. I'll have to mess around with my schedule a bit, but I would like to get back into doing that. And I've got a few updates for that website. Like, I got denied by AdSense. AdSense changed their rules on me a couple of years ago, and I didn't notice. Before, if you wrote a decent article, just one, there's a good chance you can get accepted into AdSense, but it seems like Google is throttling things back. And now I got denied because I don't have enough quality content on it. I've got 27 articles on it right now, and the last time I got any website accepted by Google, I only had like I had 10. So they made it far more difficult. So I need to get back into writing the content for that website and setting things up. So we'll be doing some more of that this coming up soon. And yeah, so this month is like full of stuff. We've got the writing sprint starting tomorrow. I've got author interviews every other week for the next 3 months. I've got I want to finish writing the first draft of my book, and then the beta readers will have first shot at it. The whole point is that, or the whole premise behind it, is that I want to be finished by April 22nd, and then I want to give myself 4 weeks off from working on that book. And then during that time, I'm going to be working on Fury. So, with any luck, Fury will be done sometime in June, depending on how many changes I have to make in Shadows. So Shadows of Atlantic City is going to be done in the next couple of weeks, and hopefully Fury will be soon after, which I really, really want to get back to that series. I've been thinking of some really good stuff. Today also starts Camp NaNoWriMo. I totally forgot. I'm going to do it. Yes, it does. Got emails from NaNoWriMo today. But Blogger edition? Yeah. Oh no. The whole point is to write. So if you're a blogger, freelancer, author, it doesn't matter as long as you're writing. So that's why I'm like, with the writing sprints, it bloggers are welcome too. Actually, no, I forgot. Hub Pages edition. Yep, there you go. Hey, keep you productive. Is it NaNoWriMo in November? The official NaNoWriMo is technically in November, but they do have periodically throughout the year, they have like a couple of months, April, and I think February was one, wasn't it? So I don't know, it kind of loses something to me, but traditionally the major one is in November. They have it a few times a year. Yeah. Yep. But oh, and lastly, before we start just talking about random stuff, um, uh, so oh, where's it? Where's that? Right there. Okay. So I got an email earlier today about a new writing app produced by Reedsy, and I'm like, that's kind of cool. After working behind the scenes for years, Reedsy team is excited to announce a brand new dating app set to revolutionize the love lives of writers worldwide. I thought that was kind of cool. I mean, you've seen all kinds of themed dating apps, so why not one for writers? So, um, so you can step on it, create your profile and all that. So I'm like all kinds of excited. I'm like, I deleted all of my dating apps a few months ago. I'm like, I just said, fuck it. Got rid of everything. So I don't have anything out there. I thought, that'd be kind of cool to try it out, you know? And so I'm like, yeah, that'd be kind of neat. I don't think I've ever dated a writer. So I'm like, well, cool. Yeah. Have a lot of cool, really cool details to it. Stars needs an anime dating app. They're probably out there. Geek to Geek. There you go. But so I'm like, you know what? I haven't been on a dating app for a while. Let's give it a shot. So we go ahead and click on the download Readsy Match now. Bam! Happy April Fool's Day. Well played, Reedsy. You had me. I completely forgot that it was April 1st. Oh, 2023. This is an old one. Son of a bitch. I didn't even notice that. Did they do this before? Oh, motherfuckers, they did. So I got tagged from something a year old. But yeah, it was it was kind of cool. I laughed. I laughed pretty good. Like that is well played. So yeah, that's why I had the question mark on the dating part on the thumbnail. I didn't know until well after I made that thumbnail for the video for today. And so I thought, because I was going to do it live. I'm like, it'd be kind of fun. Let's fill out a dating profile live for the hell of it. So I clicked on the link just to see what it was like, and pop, like, oh, well done. You got me. Oh, Neo needs a writers in hot tubs dating app. Guys who look like anime characters. They got me. They totally got me. Right? I was I was on board too. That is so cruel. How could they lie to us like that? Because it's April Fools. I was gonna say, well, now I can meet someone who thinks my work sucks. Um, no, I was just kind of like, I've never dated a writer before, so I'm like, that'd be kind of interesting. Because you see all the Christian specific apps and the farmer apps and um all these niche sites. So theoretically, it was a feasible idea um, to make an app for writers, a dating app for writers. Um, so like keeping all these niche sites in mind, I'm like totally sucked me in. So good job, freaking people. Always getting my hopes up and then smashing them. No, I thought it was kind of funny. Yeah, it made me laugh when I saw it. I literally laughed out loud. but it kind of ruins what I was going to do on Wednesday. Because I'm like, because technically I do a lot of stuff with Readsy. I love the writing app. I did the master course. I did the Readsy Discovery. I signed up for some of their email courses, and so I do a lot of videos and blog posts about centered around Readsy. So I'm like, yeah, it's a dating app for writers, so it still fits in the whole niche of Writer Sanctuary. So I thought, oh, you know what? Let's do a first look on Wednesday of what it takes to fill out the profile for the Readsy dating app. Like, damn it! Now I have to come up with a whole new idea. It's all good. Pretty awesome, I thought. But if you can't laugh at yourself, who can you laugh at? I think it's a great idea, and I didn't know there was a farmer's dating app. Yeah, there's niche dating apps for just about everything you can possibly think of. In fact, I bet I could spend less than 5 seconds here and find you. Look at that, an anime dating app. No, 4 best anime dating sites. So they're out there. Um, Probably won't see me on any of them, but there you go. They're out there. Oh, I wonder if you know what? I wonder if there's a writer dating app. How to write a dating app bio. Don't want no. See, this is gonna be a little bit more difficult to find because it's like how to write your dating app bio and profile. Do you believe that there's people out there that'll use AI to generate their shit and to have conversations with people? Like, my God, tell me you're an incel without telling me you're an incel. Years ago, I joined a dating site for scientists because I wanted to marry a really smart guy. Oh, there you go. So it was called Scientific Singles. I'm not sure if it still exists. I was a member of Geek to Geek. It's a dating site for geeks and gamers, essentially. And I was going to pay for it for 6 months, but their website wouldn't accept my payment. It kept crashing on me. So I wrote them a message saying, it's not a very good way to sell a product. Never went back. Sorry, if your website's having that many issues, I'm not going to use it. That and I really didn't put in the effort when I had dating apps in the first place. It was just, man, I can't remember. Yeah, I paid for Zeus for 6 months back in 2018, and I got far more messages on the free account that I couldn't reply to than I ever got as a paid member, which leads me to believe that they have a system set up to where if you're a free member, their bots will send you a bunch of email messages and stuff that you can't read because you're not a member. But once you sign up to be a member, those people have mysteriously disappeared and you don't get any more emails after that. So, good times. Using AI generated profile and even conversations that is so lazy and pathetic. Yeah, it is. It is like asinine. Luhu Zerher. I mean, I don't get the AI craze is just getting stupid. AI girlfriend. No, I named like the AI bot that's on Snapchat. The only time I ever use Snapchat is when I'm snapping the kids because the girls and I have a streak going. I usually snap a picture of my coffee cup or my water bottle or a cat. But Snapchat has an AI bot that you can chat with and be friends with. I named mine Hal, and I've never used her. Sorry, not going to happen. If I wanted to chat with somebody, I would have a more meaningful conversation talking to my cat. She doesn't give a damn, but she knows. Using AI on a dating app sounds pretty sus. Yeah, Catfish Vibes. I'm telling you, yeah. It's insane what people are using AI for. Why does everything have to incorporate AI these days? People should just think for themselves. Exactly. Hey, Kitty Caesar, how you going, buddy? I totally agree. Like, I will use AI to crunch numbers. Um, like to like I use vidIQ's AI coach, and what it does is that it goes through my videos to find the best performing videos and crunches all of the numbers and stuff, and then gives me ideas of what might work next for my audience. Um, so like it'll give me ideas, and in some cases it'll even give me a script which I will never use. Give me ideas based on the data that I'll use. But the moment you have a bot create any kind of script or like writing any kind of text for you and that you're using, you're no longer a creator. The bot is. So I won't do that kind of stuff. But I will use AI to crunch numbers because AI is a hell of a lot faster than me with a spreadsheet. So oh, no, there's some uses of AI I can see I can get behind, like medical stuff. The same difference. AI crunching the data and coming up with solutions and shit. That is feasible, but I will never use it for anything more than that. And I suspect some of um, the stock images I'm using tomorrow in the writing sprint are AI generated, and I don't like that at all. But I couldn't find the images I was looking for. So as soon as I can find actual photos, I'm going to be replacing those. So I was going to use the photos I have, but I don't have very many rainstorm photos to use in the video. So and if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's similar to what I did with Despair, where I use pictures of the radios as you're listening to it, and they shift. Doing something similar with the writing sprints tomorrow, but I don't have images of rainstorms, so I don't know. I'm gonna see if I can find some better ones. Still, um, what else? I was, you, the whole AI conversation sidetracked the shit out of me. And look, I lost a viewer. You know what? I'm sorry. I am exceptionally against AI. AI generated content. Um, I will never use AI to create my book cover. AI will never write a single line in my book or my blog post. Um, I hate the idea of some of these images being AI generated instead of art. Like if I can find um, an artist to create those images for me, I'd be more than happy to pay for it. I support artists, but I can't find anybody to do it. Like I had what, an hour this morning to set it up. So it was me. I was looking at the magazine. What happened? Um, I'm with you. Oh, Neil. Okay. Nope. In fact, we lost another one. Oh, there it is. Okay. No, we were up to 5. Now we're just down to 4. It was a peak, and then they're like, "Oh, they're talking about AI." Sorry. I'm a firm believer that if you use AI to generate any of that crap, you are not a creator. You're just a prompt jockey. Sorry. And no amount of arguing from these AI bros will change my mind. And you know what? It's not even that I'm offended that like AI scrapes publicly accessible content, and then they try to say that um, it's public access. They're trying to make it seem like it's the same as Creative Commons license of is it public access and public domain? No, that's not how it works. Your house is publicly accessible. Does that mean I can walk into it and take whatever I want? No? You like your privacy? Hmm. Public domain is not the same as public access. Walmart is publicly accessible. You still have to pay for the ship before you walk out. So, yeah. Go. Anyway, what image exactly are you trying to find? I don't know what style art you're looking for, but if you want hand-drawn comic style art, I'd be happy to ghost you. Watch tomorrow. I wonder if I can show you now. Give you a sneak peek of tomorrow's tomorrow's thing. It'd be kind of fun. Okay, so let me change what video is being shown, because right now it's a temp video just to see if I can get it to work right. Where'd it go? That is not what I was looking for. Desktop, YouTube. Writing sprints. Oh, where is it? Camping in the rain. There it is. Right? Okay. Well, that's what it's going to be like tomorrow while I'm writing. So, and then you can see me typing away. I'll be all it'll be muted. We'll do that. There we go. You should be able to. If I mute this, can you still hear the sound playing? Let's see. I love the rain. But can you hear the rain right now playing? So I have the video set to be on. I can hear it great. Okay. So that means thunder. I added that. One of the funnest things of working on Despair is doing the sound effects. I love the sound effects. I wonder if I can turn it up. I can hear both sounds, your voice and the rain. Yeah. All right. Cool. Cool. Dig it. Anyway, so and it'll transition. See how it's moving. So like images like this, I'm not sure if this one's AI or not. I think this one might be real. But that one's definitely AI. Maybe it could also be. That's a bad thing about Adobe Express, is that it doesn't differentiate between AI and actual illustrations from artists. So I hate using them. I hear both sides. Okay, yeah, it looks wonderful. Not what I expected. What were you expecting? I mean, come on now. This is me. You know I was going to go all out with it. Yeah, so like I can write to this all day. I could probably sleep to it too. I'm half tempted to turn this into a 3-hour stretch so I can play it in my bedroom. But I got a lot of ideas when I was messing around with it. And whoop. So that's kind of what I was doing, Chris. So if you want to do some artwork, that'd be awesome. I have ideas for doing snowstorms, and one of the ones I want to do in the future is a crackling fireplace with external rain, so it sounds like you're inside of a cabin. Neil was talking about the Bella Grace magazine. Cool. Oh, okay. I didn't read that part of it. Okay. Was the late night radio talk show voice. Late night radio talk show voice. Nice. That's the second time that I've had somebody tell me that my voice is great for radio. Sandrine, before we did the interview, the last interview that I did was 2 weeks ago, wasn't it? Yeah, it was longer than that because I was supposed to be on vacation last week. Sandrine told me that I had the voice for this kind of for a podcast radio, and I said, Yep, I've been told to have a face for radio, and she agreed. She didn't get the joke, so I just laughed. I'm like, well, I don't know how to take that. I'm pretty sure she didn't hear me actually and process what I said, but I guess I have a face radio. His voice pulls the rain, can seduce any lady. Yeah, plus the rain. You do have a good radio voice. I've heard, yeah, I've been told that quite a bit. When I first started making YouTube videos, I had a couple people tell me that a little bit fantasy by listening to my voice. So they play my videos in the background. I'm like, well, okay. I'm flattered, but when you got it, you got it. But yeah, so that is what I'll be. That's a sample of what will be tomorrow. So you guys got a sneak peek. But I am looking forward. Like, there's a train. I would love to do one for being on a train tracks. Um, and there's like so many things I can do. Rain and nature sounds are usually my favorite. So background ambiance, and I can get into it. Rainforest, ocean. I could do. I can set it to where it's a rainstorm on the ocean, rainstorm next to a babbling brook by itself. I mean, there's so many different combinations. So I'm half tempted to turn some of these into sleep aid videos, which I, yeah, which I listened to often when my office was in my room. I would turn them on, and some of the ones I listened to were only 3-hour stretches, and they just put me right out. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna turn a few of them into my own. I don't know if they'll be on YouTube, but they'll definitely be on my MP3 player. Oh, there is that. So, anywho, yeah. So that's where this April's going. Lots of cool, fun stuff. I'm excited. Really excited to meet all these authors. Looking forward to having Laura E. Thompson again next Monday. Don't forget, I will have a couple of community tabs that'll open for that. And yeah, it's things are looking up. Things are progressing. I just got to keep the momentum going. Oh, like last week. So I had 3 weeks of no chaos, right? It was great. And then chaos came with a backlog. Monday, Sam blows the tire on the van. I had to spend Tuesday, about an hour and a half on Tuesday, replacing the tire. And then the neighbor smashes into my daughter's bug out front. It was parked out front. She just hit the tire. It's a Baja bug, so there's no fender. Hit the front tire, pushed it up onto the sidewalk, bent a part on the car that's only going to cost about $100 to fix. Donovan and I walked over and just picked the bug up and moved it off the sidewalk. She broke her fender, so I had to deal with that. Like, my God, I am the only one in this house who hasn't wrecked a car. Technically, Annika didn't, but it was her car. It was nice having those 3 weeks off. And then chaos is like, oh yeah, I almost forgot about you. Yeah, welcome to my life. Anywho, is there anything else that we want to talk about? I'm pretty jazzed. I'm excited. Not a lot, I guess. Not a lot of extravagant things. The author interviews are going to be awesome, and the writing sprints. If I get one person to watch them, that might put me over what I need to get monetized. That'd be great, but I guess we'll see how well they work. So these will be on Tuesdays and Thursdays. If it does look like, if I get a decent turnout, and if people want me doing 5 days a week, that's fine. I write my book 5 days a week. So I would just probably move my gym time after the writing sprint, mostly because I want to move anyway. The last few times I've gone to the gym, it's been packed, which is why I moved to 10 o'clock in the first place. So maybe I'll just go back to going at 5 or 5:45. I don't know. I guess we'll have to find out, but but if the writing sprints do turn out to be something worthwhile that people want to do, then yeah, I don't have a problem with doing them 5 days a week. I write when I write my book anyway, so. Is Colorado not a safe place to drive? No, it's just my life is a magnet for chaos. I don't know what it is. Ever since I came home from LA, Sam has wrecked uh, the Kia Sorento. Arabeth wrecked the Kia Sportage. Monica's bug gets hit. That's just it. Just the three. Oh, the Sportage was broken into twice and trying for someone to try to steal it. So that caused a ton of stupid damage. That luckily we didn't have to pay for most of it. So, but the insurance company was going to drop us. What happens when your car's targeted every time you go to Northfield? So I don't know. I've had a really rough go of shit since 2019. I want to rent a car next time I go out there and see you guys. Yep. And actually, the car rentals aren't too bad out here. We were going to rent a car for going to Utah, and it's only going to cost me like $350 for 5 days. So it's actually not too bad. Anybody have any writing goals for this week? Like, how do we do on Tuesday nights? But instead of health and fitness goals, it's writing stuff. You know what, Chris, that's not a bad idea. We can start doing writing goals on Monday nights. My writing goal is to keep writing. I'm trying to it's really hard because I like first thing this morning I was like really jazzed, ready to go. Everything was working great, and then I just got email after email from all these authors. Like shit. So I had to deal with all that, and I didn't get done with that until I went to the gym, came back. I had to do a few things for Green Geeks. It's just been nonstop chaos today. Not necessarily chaos, just nonstop busy with stuff that technically I guess my business. But I wanted to make sure that I get the authors all set up. So, how long did it take you to write your first book? That would be Freelancer's Tale. It took me 9 months, I think. It took me a while, and it was mostly Ron kept asking questions about KDP, and I've never used it before, so I thought I'd go ahead and write it. So that's why I wrote a Freelancer's Tale. I think that one took me 9 months to write, but it was only 35,000 words. Kingmaker took me about 2 years from ideation to publish. I also spent a big chunk of that rewriting a large portion of Kingmaker. Added 12,000 words to it. Fury is going to wind up taking me. I started Fury last year, so Fury would be faster than the others, mostly because I already had half it written before I started this masterclass with Reedsy. Speaking of which, Shadows of Atlantic City, which will be done on the 22nd. I started that when the masterclass started in the first week of November, or last week of October is what it was. So that only took me about 5 or 6 months, I guess. So it really depends how long the book is and if everything just fits perfectly. Like with Fury, I have so much of Fury planned out, and it's going to be an awesome freaking book. And I really can't wait to get back into it. That one will probably be about a 8 or 9 month book. So my goals for this week, and technically, if everything worked out well and I didn't get interrupted and chaos just gave me 4 months to relax, I could have a book done in a little over 3 months. That's how fast I write. And maybe write something for BMC too. Yeah. My goals for this week are to make it to the writing sprints tomorrow morning and also to complete one new article for Hub Beaches. There you go. Yes, the writing sprints tomorrow and Thursday. Don't forget. Um, but yeah, crank it up, man. My writing goal. Okay, so I know because I list them out on getting a coffee on Sundays. I still would like to hit 8,000 words in Shadows this week. I'm already behind because I spent so much time working with the author stuff. So that's a good thing about it is that I'll set up all these writing goals and I'm not being very productive with my book, but it's all for a good cause. It's not like I'm sitting on my ass twiddling my thumbs or getting sucked into YouTube. The time I spent today was getting all the author stuff set up. So we have interviews coming up. And so that's the bonus to it. Um, when I call it chaos, but technically it's just being stupid busy. So the chaos is when people run into a car or my daughter smashes the Sportage in South Denver. That was a fun drive, but that's chaos. But for the most part I'm just ultra busy, and so especially with all this good stuff, so it's not like, yeah, it's not like I sat here with my thumb up my ass. It was more of getting all that put together. Did you ever check out Dr. Evermore? No, I wasn't aware I was supposed to. Either that or I forgot, which is a strong possibility. I forget a lot these days. If I don't write it down somewhere or put it in a sauna, I'm going to forget. And I'm not trying to be mean. I'm old. I don't remember. How many days a week did you write to complete it in 9 months? With a Freelancer's Tale, with Freelancer's Tale, I really didn't put as much effort into writing it as I did with Kingmaker, Fury, and Shadows. I can't really remember, but I know I didn't like. There were times where I would take off 2-3 weeks at a time. So I didn't really start. I didn't really turn it up on a Freelancer's Tale until about. See, I published it in, I think, November. Yeah, it was right before Thanksgiving. So I think I finished the first draft of it in August, and then Sam and I edited the shit out of it, and then we published it after that. So um, I don't know about how many days on average, maybe 2. So um, see, keep in mind, it wasn't necessarily, I wasn't writing that book to be a published. Well, I was. I wasn't writing that book with the idea of selling a lot of copies. It was mostly for Ron and for you guys. I've been asked a few times about how I got started, and so I thought, what a good place to start. So I wrote A Freelancer's Tale. And it's a story about how I got started from freelance writing with Text Broker all the way to what I do today. Part 2 comes out this year. Or actually, I'm working on it this year. Freelancer's Tale Part 2. And it's going to be the transition from freelancer to author. And that one's going to be a bit longer. But Freelancer's Tale was only 35,000 words. And so it wasn't very long of a book. Like 35,000 words for me, that's on average. If I didn't blog and I just worked on my book, I could do that in 2 weeks. That is, unless things sidetrack me, which they usually do. My ultimate goal is to write 22,000 words a week. And I used to be able to do almost twice that. So I know I can do it. Nowadays, though, I am more of an editor. And I spent all this morning working with, I had to work with my writers. I had to fix a few things we had for Earth Day. And then I interacted with three different authors, getting all their about four different authors because I got Laura stuff set up too. And so I don't get to write nearly as much as I used to, but I can still as long as people leave me alone, I can still hit 22,000 a week. So, but that's the crux of it. Like, people need to leave me the hell alone. I love how you grow with your experience in writing and publishing as a writer. Yeah, I'm always in a state of evolution. I am not at my ultimate form. I'm still digivolving. Wonder how many of you get that reference. Freelancermon, Digivolve to Authormon. Let your geek fly. So, anywho, it is 8 o'clock. Does anybody have any questions, comments, concerns before we wrap this up? Don't forget that Laura E. Thompson will be on After Hours next week with their author interview. Her next book comes out on Saturday, but I don't know if it's under her name or her pen name. Maybe I should have asked. That way I could have shared the link with you guys. Let's see, I'm gonna have to write. I'm gonna forget. So I'm gonna try to get the link for it, and I'll put it in the community tab. But I'm really excited to have her on next week. And then after that, I think I'm trying to work on either getting Jess Hibb on or Christina. Plus there's Sarah. I mean, I've got a lot. Megan. I've got a lot of authors lined up. So, but we'll start with Laura Thompson next week. Don't forget the card. I'm not forgetting the card. I haven't got that part yet. Freelancer's Evolution. Part 2. Evolution. Oh, there you go. Like, well, you've probably seen, I've had a couple of sneak peeks at my bookshelf in Readsy, and I did start writing a Freelancer's Tale Part 2. But yeah, I think Evolution would be kind of a cool addition to that, because I am constantly evolving. Last week's card was Today I Am Accepting. Today I will open my heart and listen with an open mind to new ideas and opportunities, which is what I do all the time anyway. In fact, I told that to Ty yesterday, my son. Like, you gotta be open, that kind of stuff. Because if you're looking at nothing but the negative, that's all you're going to see. It's not that positive things happen to positive people because of some mystical, magical force. When you're positive, when you're in a positive mindset, you're more susceptible to the positive things that are in your life. Those are the things you're looking for. Alternatively, if all you are is negative, that's all you're going to see is the negative. So I prefer to live in the positive moment, despite the chaos that is my life. I'm positive I'm going to be in chaos tomorrow. There you go. Okay, so we only have 2 of these left. Then we start on the black deck. All right. This week's daily affirmation card is Today I Will Breathe. Oh, there you go. After going to be green already. Unfortunately, only those of you who watch Crossing Colorado's podcast would get that reference. So, today I will breathe. Today, as I face challenges, I will call a mental timeout. I will consciously breathe. I hope you would consciously breathe. That's what it says. With my eyes closed and focus on slowing my inhale. I was about to mispronounce the hell out of that. Okay, let's try that again. All right, here we go. Mic take 2. Today I will breathe. Today, as I face challenges, I will call a mental timeout. I will consciously breathe with my eyes closed and focused on slowing my inhalation and exhalation. In other words, you're going to meditate. I meditate quite often, actually, in the shower, no less. I find that I have enough room in my shower where I can sit on the floor just fine in my private bathroom. And I shut the door, put a towel on the bottom of it so it's absolute black darkness. And then I focus on the sound of the water hitting my skin and focus on just the moment. I tell you, it makes a huge difference. At least it does for me. A common goal on Tuesdays. Don't forget to post on the community tab tomorrow. You have a big day ahead of you. For tomorrow, I have a big day ahead of me. Oh no, now what? What do I do tomorrow? What is tomorrow? Why do I have a big day tomorrow? Oh, because I have so much other things going on. Hey. Yeah, because I'll forget. Card today I will breathe. Today as I face challenges, I will call a mental timeout. I will consciously breathe, my eyes closed, and focus on my slowing and inhalation, exhalation. You are awesome. That is verbatim of what I just wrote. Good job. Would it make a difference if you breathe with your eyes open and to help focus? I don't know. I've never tried it before. Sitting with your eyes open and breathing. Wouldn't that just be being awake? Can't really say anything because there's been a few times where I was going to meditate. I tried meditating in my room. I've got plenty of room in my room. And so I'll sit lotus position on the floor. One time I passed out, woke up, crunched over. Oh, that hurt my back. When I'm relaxed, man, I haven't slept since 1998. So any moment I get that's zen, yeah, I'm passing out. 2 live streams in one day is nothing, you know. Michael can do that before breakfast, right? I sure as fuck can. Well, actually, we got the live stream for the writing sprint tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. Don't forget, at 10:30 a.m. Mountain Time, and I think it'd be fun. You know, even if there's nobody there, I'm still gonna write my book. So if you want to hang out with me, that's awesome. If not, I'm still publishing a book. That's one of the cool things about this particular live stream is that it's not taking anything extra out of my day. It's actually part of my day already. I spend a 2-hour block of time writing my book. So now I just have to do it because I have an audience, possibly. But yeah, I don't know about with your eyes open, you know. That's definitely something to think about. Writing spirit forgot already. No, I didn't forget. I've been working on this all day. Like, but then I didn't really put two and two together that I have so much going on. So, anywho, I think we're gonna wrap this up. Thank you for watching. Don't forget that A Freelancer's Tale and Kingmaker, both of my books, are available on Amazon. The link is in the description down below. One's the story about how I got started freelancing as a writer, all the way up into what I do today. The other one's a dark fantasy, my debut dark fantasy novel. I'll let you figure out which one is which. And yeah, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, you can always hit me up on social media on Twitter, Facebook, Threads, Instagram. What else am I on? TikTok that I haven't made a video for. I still gotta figure out what I'm doing with TikTok. It's yeah. I think I have a couple ideas for it. Or you can use the contact form on WriterSanctuary.com's website. Those get emailed to me directly. And comment on any one of my videos on YouTube. I get those immediately and I try to answer those as quickly as they come up. So I'm pretty on the ball when it comes to comments on YouTube. But anyway, all right, guys, have a great productive week. All congrats again, stars. Yep, congratulations again, Diana, for your publication. I think it's awesome. It's a start. Let's keep it going. And so I will see you guys, well, possibly tomorrow. If not, don't forget, join us with Laura Thompson tomorrow or next week, next Monday. No, I don't want to shut that down. What happened? Oh, I clicked the wrong X. Have a good week, and I'll see you next time. Oh, and don't forget, Sam and I will be on Crossing Colorado's podcast tomorrow. Okay, I think that's it. I'm hot. It's only 75 in here. Feel like I'm boiling.